Getting warmed up and ready to go right now is Wisconsin College Chargers. Going down to Washington with number 1 is Ryan Flies. Number 2, Cole Peacock. Number 3 had a little game yesterday, that's Jerome Cross. Number 4, Leon Vaughn. Number 5, Matt Bowers. Number 6, that's Dale Macanello. Number 7, that's Matt Moravnik. Number 9, Eduardo Vida. Number 11, Morgan Humphreys. Number 12, Lorenz Vogel. Number 13, Dennis Cantel. Number 14, Spencer Jansen. Number 15, Thomas Walker.
second semi-final matchup between the Camosun Chargers, the hosts, versus les Titans de Limoilou from Québec. Bienvenue tout le monde à Victoria en Colombie-Britannique pour cette deuxième semi-finale nationale entre les Titans de Limoilou et les Chargers de Camosun. It should be a good matchup tonight, Dave. My name is Gabriel Duval. I'm here with Dave Dooley, and we'll be commenting this match for you. We've got the starting lineups here for both teams. I'm sorry, their rosters. Both teams preparing for the national anthem.
Welcome to the Pacific Institute for Sport Excellence and the 2018 CCAA Men's National Volleyball Championships hosted by Camosun College. Our final match tonight is between the Titans from Limoilou and the Chargers from Camosun.
Le dernier match de la journée se déroule entre les Titans de Limoilou et les Chargers de Camosun.
At this time, I'm going to ask for you to please rise and remove your hats as we play the national anthem.
And so, Dave, both these teams are used to meeting each other in the national championships, having played each other in 3 of the last 4 national championships.
Yeah, they played each other last season, the semifinal. The Titans coming out on top in that one, and a couple seasons ago in the national final in PEI, Chargers winning that one 15-5 in the 5th set of just an absolutely epic match. We were both there for that one. We're both here for this one.
Exactly, yeah. This should be a very good one. Both these programs extremely well coached. We've got Roch Picard for the Titan, Coach of the Year, and Charles Parkinson, who's done a fantastic job with his program.
I believe Coach Picard has been with his program for 20 years. Yep. Coach Parkinson now 10. So combined, we have 30 years of experiences with the two coaches. It's going to be an incredible match as the two coaches shake hands here. So a bit of a David and Goliath story here. You might say that the Titans are probably the favorite here, being in the silver medalists in the last few seasons in a row, and being the higher rank coming into this tournament. But the Chargers have that home court advantage and the size.
They looked hungry last night, Dave, playing that tough Keanu match. Starting off on their home court, a little bit shaky, but then they sure regrouped, and we could see the tremendous firepower that they have on the outsides especially.
Absolutely. Both teams should be fairly well rested here, having both won 3-0. Titans in a bit of an easier fashion than the Chargers.
I think setting will be a big key here in this match. Ludovic Martin, very experienced setter. He's got the CCAA All-Canadian status now. And yesterday, running a masterful offense, keeping the middle blockers guessing for the St. Thomas Tommies. And on the other side, we've got Mac Mravnik starting. He's a 6'6" setter, big body up there, and he'll be looking to distribute the balls to his big guns. We'll get started here. It's as the referees finalize the rotations here.
Look for a lot of volume to number 9, Belzile, starting in the front row, middle player. If they have any size advantage over the Chargers, it's him in the middle. We'll see if they can find him early and often.
And so it's Ludovic Martin to start the service. He's got a cannon of a serve. That lefty spin too. We'll see if he goes big on the first one here. He does, and handled by Wong, and the chase down by Bida. Mravnik gets it over, and it's in the court for the Chargers. What a point to start this second national semifinals.
Wow, what a hustle play by Bida there. We thought that rally was over. What a serve by Martin right off the bat. Bida goes, says hi to Rock Picard on the Limoilou bench and brings it back, keeps it alive.
Great start to this match here. Here's Jansen to serve. And a good serve there, handled by the libero, Bergeron. They go outside to Fortin, who's dug up by Bowers. Mravnik goes back to Cross, who's dug up. And outside to Fortin, blocked up, recovered by Bergeron. And they go back, the big swing there is almost recovered. That's Giroux putting it down the line.
Smart swing, swinging at Jansen, the middle, who had just served. Jansen wore that one a little bit. Good defense, though. Sometimes you just got to take that ball anywhere you can get it.
After his big swing, here's Giroux. Voici Giroux au service. Float serve, right to Bowers. Trouble pass. Tough one to save there. Deemed inside the court. Belzile, the big middle, dug up by Wong. Out of system here for Bida. And swings hard cross court. The Brazilian import with that huge swing.
And you can see the Titans maybe borrowing the game plan from the Keanu Huskies last night. Lots of service targets going to Bowers right off the bat here.
Here's Mravnik, the setter, up to serve. Deep float, it's handled there. Perfect pass. They go back to Fortin, their big gun, and it's dug up but out of bounds. Point Limoilou.
Now Bida there looks to go up with just one hand. You can see that the player is going cross court. He's reached far into that cross, just not quite far enough.
Voici Belzile, l'attaquant au milieu en 4e année. And spin serve to Bowers is passed up. They go outside to Cross, who goes over the block, off the foot of Belzile, and out of bounds.
Nice reception there, giving Mravnik all his options. And Cross, you're going to see him a lot in this match. We're going to be saying his name. Cross with the cross swing.
Absolutely, yeah, the play on words coming in handy for this one. Cross, who touched 12'2" this season. Here's Bida. Nicely handled there. They go back to Fortin, who goes high, dug by Bida. Mravnik goes high to Bowers, who's dug up. And Ludovic Martin, outside to Giroux. Bowers again with little approach. It's dug up by Limoilou. There's Fortin with the high swing, dug up by Bida. Wong with the out of system set to Bowers, who rolls it over. And they recover. Both these teams showing tremendous discipline and defense. And it's recovered there, a bit of confusion. Free ball for Limoilou. They go middle, and it's dug. Back row attack for Bida, who puts it down for the back row. What a point from both teams.
Wow. 6 points in here. We're seeing a rally like that. We're in for a treat tonight, I think.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
And Bida just soaring from the back row. Let's see if he can do it now from the service line.
We've got a big crowd out here tonight. Everybody's getting excited early in this match. Here's Bida. Big swing. Perfect pass though. They go middle, and it's recovered by Waterman. And oh, tight call there for Wong, who's called for the double. Point to Limoilou.
Good call by the official. The ball coming out. A little bit of spin. She's setting her standard early. Let's see if she can stick to it here.
Voici Fortin au service. Nicolas Fortin with the big serve to Bowers, and he gets the ace.
Great swing. Wong Bowers seam there. And we're going to see this all night long, the little tomahawk. Atlanta Braves chant. It's going to be the bench of Limoilou versus the hometown crowd of Camosun here.
Usually a staple of these Quebec teams, being loud on the bench. They go for Bida this time. Goes back to cross. And he stuffed block there on the outside. That's Leblanc Martin and Girard combining for the block.
That was a great block by Leblanc Martin. You can see Cross not going to the shot he went to often last night, high and deep. That one he's trying to plant straight down.
And here's Fortin. Go to Bowers, perfect pass. They go middle, set a little bit low, recovered by Limoilou. High outside, Leblanc Martin tips it, and Cross gets him right back on the block. We mentioned before, he gets up there and he hangs.
He just keeps going. It's almost like a Dahlhauser beach SWAT block there for that tip. If you're going to tip over him, you got to maybe tip that ball to the ceiling.
And we've got a high ceiling here at this Pisces Gymnasium. Waterman with the serve. Passes off the net, they go back, C-ball. And Waterman with the dig. Good set there, back row for Bida, who crushes the ball from the back row. Nice to see him swinging on those tough balls in the pipe.
Great swing in transition there. An excellent stretch dig by Waterman. Smart tip. Trying to tip to the middle, see if he can actually play some defense, and he gets a great arm on that ball as you see the replay.
Here's Waterman again. Perfect pass for Limoilou. And Martin goes middle to Girard, who puts it down deep cross court.
Healthy diet of middle and right side, both front row right side and back row from Martin here early. Looks like he's establishing those two.
Smart setting so far. Voici Leblanc Martin. Bowers with the perfect pass. And cross is dug up by Leblanc Martin. Big swing cross court, dug up by Wong. Bowers with a small approach. Gets it over. Bergeron with the dig. And back to cross. Goes high off the block and out of bounds. Some good rallies here.
And it looks like Coach Picard is happy with that. They might not have won the point, but you know, they slowed down Cross. They dug him one ball and almost got that block on the second ball. He's done his homework here, and you know he's scouted Cross and what he does.
Here's Cross, the player of the match last night for Keanu with a big serve. Perfect pass. Go to the middle, but it's dug up by Wong. Free ball for Limoilou.
Turn and burn.
Martin with the turn and burn.
And that's why you love to have a lefty setter. Very deceptive. Last second he goes up and just turns on that ball. Great swing.
He's pumped up after that play.
And we know he has a great arm because we've seen it from the service line.
Voici Girard au service. Deep serve goes out of bounds. Score is 8-7 for Camosun.
Both sides feeling each other out a little bit. Coach Parkinson just now taking off his jacket.
Here's Bowers from the serving line. Rips into one. Good pass. Go to Bezid in the middle, and he puts it down.
As I said, they're going to go to Belzil often. He's a great player. He's going to be effective if they can pass the ball like that. They've handled those big serves from Camosun with ease so far in this set.
Here's Martin, the setter, with the big swing. Handled by Wong as it came off the net. Bida with the cross-court swing, and he's rejected there by Fortin and Belzil, who are jacked up after that block.
Yeah, it's a big block by Fortin. Only 6'2", but he plays like he's 6'6".
And that puts Martin back at the service line. Rips into one. Bowers overpass, and free ball over. They go back to Belzil, who puts it down.
That's really the difference right now in this set for the Titans. Both teams are serving well, but the Titans are handling the heat and passing well. A couple overpasses by the Chargers.
C'est Ludovic Martin. Another big serve there. Ravnik goes for it, sets it up, and a double hit is called by, that's the up referee, Sarah Maxwell Bunyan from Edmonton.
We have a little number 9 battle going on here at the net. The two were saying something to each other. Now Belzil with his hands under the net on the Camosun side, pointing at him.
All right, big serve again. Free ball over for Limoilou. And it goes back to Belzil. 3 straight sets in the middle for Belzile. And we'll see our first timeout here by Coach Parkinson, who wants to talk things over with his Camosun squad.
The Titans they've been here before. They weathered that early storm from the Chargers, and now they're pumped up. Quieted this crowd earlier. You gotta hope that they're gonna get a little bit more into this here. Right now, it's all Limoilou as far as noise goes, energy.
Des excellents, superbes rallyes au début de ce match. Limoilou qui ouvre le match par 4 points en ce moment, grâce à des bons services de Ludovic Martin, le passeur. Et on a une bonne foule ici ce soir à Victoria, en Colombie-Britannique. Beaucoup de gens qui sont venus pour supporter l'équipe haute, les Chargers de Camosun.
So what do you think Coach Parkinson is saying in his timeout at this moment? All coaches active here, every one of their assistants taking a guy over one-on-one.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Well, I mean, this Camosun squad has seen many tough matches, and this is just the beginning. I mean, I think we're in for a long game here, and Coach Parkinson must just be saying, let's calm down, let's get back to our passing game and our big hitting, and we'll be fine. We just need to settle down here.
Yeah, pretty similar start here for Camosun as last night. Let's see if they can turn it around again.
So voici Ludovic Martin au service. Martin to serve. They go after Bowers, who makes a perfect pass, and the middle is not safe there.
Yeah, he actually barely contacted that ball as he swung, and then he played it over again. So he called for a double contact. Great catch by the official.
So a nice little run here for Martin. Big serve is out of bounds, but the
overrule here.
Overruled, and point Limoilou.
Linesman Lindell there, thought he saw it out. Head official also has a great view of that one. Makes a good overrule. Judging by Bauer's body language, he knew that one was in.
Another serve here, and that one goes out of bounds, but nice run for Ludovic Martin. His teammates are still celebrating after that missed serve. Appreciative of the effort that Martin has been putting from the back of the line. We've got Spencer Jensen here, the middle, for Camosun, up to serve. Good serve here deep. Bergeron handles that. And Belzile puts it down, finds a gap in that block.
Very impressed with him early. The key is the passing, though. They're able to utilize him early in this match here. And he's showing that he's unstoppable.
Giroux avec le service. They go after Bida. And they go high back for Bowers. Rolls it over. Bergeron with the dig. Back to Fortin. Goes cross court and finds the line. Great shot there for Fortin.
Fortin, also awesome swing. You can just see that the defense, the team defense of Limoilou is so strong, so systematic.
Absolutely.
Nothing goes down.
Very disciplined team. Outside to Bida. And Bergeron with a nice effort to keep that up. But great cross-court swing for Bida there.
I love the energy for the Titans too. They missed the serve, Martin that one. Bergeron missing that dig, but his coaches are fist pumping. They know he was in the right spot. He's going to get that one next time.
They seem to really be enjoying being out here in this match. That was Maverick with the serve. They go back again to Fortin. It's the tight set. It's recovered here. Cross goes tip. Takes the setter out. And high outside for Leblanc Martin. Kills the cross court.
Great swing there, and they've really tried to attack the middle blockers for Camosun. A lot swinging cross from the outside and a lot of action in the middle. They know that Camosun's really big on the pins. Their wing blockers are big. Their middles at 6'5" are the smaller ones.
Absolutely, yes. Here's Belzile. Big service. Right to Wong, who passes that one up. They go back to Bida. Down the line hit is out of bounds for Bida. And so Camosun will be looking to regroup here. After a strong start, Limoilou really putting the pressure, and it all starts from the service line for Limoilou. Let's see Belzile. Wong passes that one up. They go outside to Cross, who hits that ball high and able to find the hole in the defense.
And Coach Picard clapping. They know they're not going to stop him every time, but if they're getting positive touches like that from the block, they're close, it can affect his next swing. He's seen him go to the tip a couple times.
Here's Bida with the serve. Rips into one. Passes tight. And Waterman able to put that one down for the Chargers.
Veteran play there from Waterman. Martin going up there. He's a great setter. You know he's going to try to pull that ball off the net, but just a little bit too far. He goes up and fakes the set. Waterman not fooled.
Martin also the back row setter in this rotation, so a little bit tougher. Here's Bida. Nice pass by Bergeron. Outside, Leblanc-Martin gets rejected, but recovered by Limoilou. Gets a second crack at it, and he puts the kill down.
And once again, where is that kill successful?
Cross court.
Cross court against Waterman. Waterman's really got to get that left hand forward, try to drop the angle, worry less about closing.
Voici Fortin au service. Good serve, handled by Wong. Outside to Bowers, who crushes that one, but it's out of bounds. And so Limoilou stealing another one. You get the impression that, as you were saying before, their block defense game is putting a bit of pressure and affecting the mental game of the Camosun Chargers here, thinking that they have to go for more
perfection.
For perfection, exactly. Here's Fortin. Bida handles it. Out of system hit here, and Bowers goes for the tip. Outside. Nice dig by Bida. Ravnik with the set. Roll shot cross court is good for Bowers.
Great fix by Bowers. Tough set there from Ravnik. Just a little bit too far. That's really the only shot he had. And really the first time we've seen the Limoilou defense make an error on a predictable play.
Surprise there, but here's Waterman. And it's taken by Giroux. Goes out to Leblanc-Martin. Tight set. Tough ball to handle there.
Yeah, don't mind that. Good aggressive set. Once again, the first time we've seen like a one pass from the Titans. And you can see they're human when they're out of system.
Absolutely, yes. Here's Waterman. Tight pass. They go back to Fortin. Kills that ball cross court. He comes in with so much energy, Fortin, on every single swing.
He's flying. Fortin only 6'2" opposite. He's doing a great job out there, but let's see if those big dynamic jumps will wear him down over the course of the match.
Leblanc-Martin. Bowers handles that. They go back to Cross, who goes over the block and down for a kill.
That's the better swing for Cross. Going cross court, you can see that the Titans have made a good game plan for Cross. They've set up a little bit more with their 6th defender in the 5-6 spot where Cross went time and time again last night.
And Cross is back to serve. That one, Fooms out of bounds. Not quite the right contact that he was looking for. Scores 22-15 for Limoilou, and they're bringing in their first sub of the match.
Now Doucet into serve here, serving sub.
Voici Doucet au service. And good serve there, but handled high. Here goes Bowers, who's stuffed by Martin and Benzil combining for that block.
Great substitution for Coach Picard, bringing in Doucet. Forcing it too, and really as a service sub, that's all you need. Get them a little bit out of system.
And that second serve there for Doucet into the net.
Commentator's curse.
Yes.
I take full credit for that one, my bad.
Yeah. Here's Bowers to serve. That one off the net. Perfect pass by Bergeron. Back in the middle, but slowed down by Jansen. And it's high for Bida. Goes up swinging. That ball high, and it's recovered by Bergeron. And a roll shot over. Again to Bida. And shot, he's trying to get it off the block, but out of bounds. No touch on the block.
Yeah, and it's a smarter swing from Bida to go at setter Martin there, the smaller of the two blockers, but really just needs to put that one into the hands and reset.
So we're here at set point for Limoilou in this opening set of the semifinals. Martin with the serve. And the pass up here goes back to Cross. Big swing. Outside. Dug up by Bida. And back outside for Bida, who goes cross court and puts it down.
Great swing from Bida there in transition.
Limoilou looking to finish strong here, while Camosun trying to gain some momentum. They most likely will not win this set, but trying to win momentum, or gain momentum, sorry, for the next set. Here's Jensen to serve. That one's good. Go outside to Fortin. And it goes off the block into the antenna. Point Limoilou. And they win the first one. Donc les Titans qui remportent le premier set. Du excellent jeu de Ludovic Martin et Étienne Belzile au milieu. Cette connexion de 4 ans maintenant qui jouent ensemble, qui fonctionne très bien. Et la défense de Limoilou, très disciplinée. Il remonte plusieurs balles difficiles. Et ça met de la pression. Aussi le bloc de Limoilou met de la pression sur les attaquants de Camosun qui visent la perfection. Nous allons prendre une pause et nous allons revenir après. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back after. So we're seeing a few highlights here from this first set.
Tough first set there for the Chargers. Not a lot of people saw that one coming, but you can really feel the belief in the Titans huddle right now. They got to find a way to switch that up a little bit. Maybe look for a substitution for Camosun. Second team Pac West All-Star Ryan Plant in his 5th year. Warming up right now, playing a little pepper, getting going.
Got a big crowd out here. The Charger Nation faithfuls cheering on their team. We've also got some support from Limoilou. Nous avons aussi du support de Limoilou dans la foule qui ont fait le voyage de la ville de Québec jusqu'en Victoria, en Colombie-Britannique, pour venir supporter leur équipe, les Titans.
Both teams starting here in the same rotation. Jansen first server for the Chargers. Martin first server for the Titans.
Here's Spencer Jensen with the spin serve. That's a good one. And he gets the ace off the first point, and the Chargers are fired up. They know how important this start to the second set will be for them.
Great start for Jansen there. Transfer from College of the Rockies in Cranbrook, making an impact right away here in the second set.
And that serve is handled well by Bergeron. They go back to Fortin, who gets the kill cross court.
A great swing out of the C-ball there. Martin to serve now. Big lefty spin serve.
This is a big point in the second set here, early on. See how they can handle Martin's serve here. Wong with the perfect pass. They go back row to Bowers, who tips it, and it's out of bounds.
And he's talking with his setter here. Looks like he's asking for a bit of a different set from Mravnik, but as a hitter, your responsibility is to make the play at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Voici Martin encore au service. Rips into this one. Wong handles it. Go outside to Bida, who kills it cross court. Big kill there for Bida.
That's a great angle swing from Bida. You can see the Titans blocking him a little bit in line. We saw him last night a lot go to that crossbody line. He's showing his diversity.
Mravnik the setter. And his serve is good, but it's handled by les Titans. And that's Fortin.
Fortin getting a lot of volume here early. I don't know how that ball's getting through the block so clean. Let's see the replay here. Oh yeah, just right through the seam. Cross, drifting a little bit outside, opening up the seam. You'd like to see him press back to his middle in that situation.
The serve there is handled by the Chargers, and they go middle to Waterman. We haven't seen a whole lot of middle from the Chargers in that first set, mainly the outsides. Nice to see the change up there.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to run your middles, keep them honest. First time they've had a really good connection.
So here's Bida. Puts one in, it's a good one. But Bergeron does well to keep it up. And a free ball over to the Chargers. Let's see where they go. They go back to cross. It goes over the block and down to the court.
Yeah, great job by Bida staying calm. That ball went off the tape. Almost caused him a fit, but he handled it. You can see the sixth defender sliding to his left. Cross swinging deep cross to his right.
Here's Bida. Good serve here. Out of system. And it's high. Dug up by Bida. Tough dig though. Bowers goes off the head. And it's a great recovery there. Jump set. And no call there. And Bowers gets the stuff block. Crazy point there.
That was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Bazil, middle player. You normally just kind of hope they make a good set as a middle. But he actually goes up, fakes a little two-ball swing and makes a set.
That was awesome.
Borderline, maybe could have been called.
Obviously these referees, nationally certified, they've seen this before. Nice serve there, overpass. Cross handles it, he gets it right back. And he's stuffed straight down by Bazil.
Yeah, and just a little casual there. Cross, good choice, I think, to pass that ball rather than swing. But Mravnik's got to work hard to square the left side so he has all his options. Too easy for the Titans blockers in that situation as a result.
Voici Étienne Belzile, le joueur de 4e année au service. That serve out of bounds.
Looked like it was a lot closer than the Chargers thought it would be. Bowers just kind of stood there and hoped it was going out. And
it did, but indeed very close. Score is 6-4 for the Chargers. Here's Waterman. And the overpass by Bowers is dug up. And the block here is good for the Chargers. That's Jerome Cross just getting a little piece of it. We'll see in the replay here. Three-man block. And it's tough to see when the net moves, but
nice little net camera angle there though.
And the high pass there for Bergeron. In the middle connection, he barely touches it on the first go. So
how often do you see that? We've seen it twice now in 2 sets. He just gets a fingernail on the ball.
Absolutely, especially for teams of this caliber, it's rare to see. And so, une substitution ici pour Limoilou, numéro 12, Victor Gros, qui entre.
Gros from France.
Joueur de France, 2e année, joueur de centre. Waterman with the serve. And the set there, great athletic set there for Martin to Fortin, who puts it down.
Yeah, he's just so smart, Martin. He goes up there, makes it look like he's going to grow, and the last second just rotates, flicks that ball to the right side. Bowers has got to hold his ground. He's floating out to the antenna. One-on-one situation, got to take cross.
Voici Fortin. Big serve, handled there by Bowers. Wong with the jump set, and Bowers crushes that ball down the line.
Very athletic set there from fifth-year libero Wong. He needs to jump from behind the attack line in order to hand set that ball to an attacker.
Here's Cross with the serve. That ball finds the court for Cross. Seemed to be going long, but at the last second, the topspin made it dip down into the court. And we've got a timeout here. Coach Hakika wants to talk things over with his team.
Yeah, great timeout by Picard. You never want to be left with a couple of those late or into the next set. You get 2 per set, might as well use them, especially with a guy like Cross serving. Maybe try to slow down his rhythm a little bit.
Well, good energy here for the Chargers in the second set. I feel like the Titans are playing well, but the Chargers have elevated their game here in the second set.
Yeah, just, you know, every time you make one of those hitting errors, it's actually a 2-point swing. So like you see Bauer's last line swing. In the first set, that ball went out. That's a point for the Titans instead of Chargers. This time, the ball's in. 2-point swing. Just execution. Look for the Chargers to find that a little bit more.
On voit l'exécution pour Camosun un petit peu meilleure dans ce deuxième set. Les Titans qui continuent à jouer très fortement. Mais les Chargers qui ont augmenté leur niveau de jeu ici dans ce deuxième set. Et les Chargers mènent 10-5. Les joueurs qui sont prêts, qui reviennent sur le terrain. We are ready to go here. Players are back on the court.
And we'll see how the physicality of Camosun starts to perhaps take over as this match goes on. Martin, a brilliant setter in the front row, but also a little bit undersized, trying to take on the big Bowers up there.
Here's Cross with the serve, out of the timeout, goes with some heat. Tight pass here, the back dump is picked up by Wong. And Cross gets the C ball, and he puts it down the line.
Very excellent read by Wong, local kid from Oak Bay High School, VVA product. He sees Martin go up with his right hand there, and he knows he's not going to put that one pot. He's going behind his head in that situation. Veteran dig.
Cross again. And takes him off. Toss maybe a little bit too far in front. And Limoilou with the point here.
A little bit in front, but you can see Cross is actually taking off from about a meter behind the end line. He has more room to work with than I think he thinks he does.
Au service maintenant. Xavier Leblanc-Martin. Bowers handles that one to go middle to Jansen, who's dug up. And outside is Giroux, who's dug up by Cross. Again, outside to Bowers. Puts that one, and it's a free ball over. Back row to Cross. Nice dig there by Leblanc-Martin. Saved at the scores table. Free ball over. Let's see where they go here. They go middle. Force that set to Jansen. Great run there from Mravnik.
Great force. Wong turning to Coach Parkinson and saying, my bad. He knows his big 6'7" setter's front row. He's got to pass that ball a little bit tighter. Great force, though, by Mravnik.
Here's Bowers. The big heat serve, and it's out of bounds. Limoilou, lots of energy in that huddle for the players trying to get back into the set here. They're only down 5.
Yeah, you got great mood coming from the bench over there. Really helps out your team through adversity, especially on the road here.
The serve here is out for Gros.
Crowd getting into it a little bit, thinking that they have something to do with that missed serve.
And the middle here for Camosun. Spencer Jansen to serve. Spin serve, sails out of bounds. Bit of a miss hit there for Jansen.
Yeah, and that's three in a row now for the Chargers. They are being aggressive, serving really hard, spin serves. So you let them go a little bit higher risk.
And now we have Ludovic Martin at the service line. He brings out some heat, handled by Wong. Vida with the cross-court shot, dug up by Bergeron. Here's Giroux, goes high above the block, and athletic save there for Cross. And Bauer sprawling out as well. Here's free ball. They go back row to Giroux, and it's out of bounds. Nice lead there for Bowers, good discipline.
Coach Picard not happy with that. as Cross hurdled over Bowers there. Picard thought that might have been a double contact. I was a little distracted by that athletic play, though.
Here's Mravnik, the setter. With the float serve, Bergeron passes that one up. They go back to Giroux. Dug up by Bowers. And outside to Bida, who finds a hole, but a great save there by Giroux with the foot dig. And the pass, middle save there. Bit of a miscommunication. And they go middle to Benzil, who puts it down. Interesting point there.
Yeah, a little hacky sack there from the Titans. Nice foot dig. Hands are still up blocking. Sometimes that's all you got to bring that ball up.
Good desperation save there for Giroux. And here he is back to serve. Perfect pass by Wong. They go middle to Waterman, who's dug up. Back row, the tip is dug up by Wong, and it's a free ball over. Out of system here for Fortin. Goes high off the hands and dug up by Bowers. High to Cross. And he takes on that block, but he's rejected by Benzil, the big middle blocker for Limoilou.
Not a bad set there by Mravnik in transition, but you can see Cross just hasn't had a really good transition approach, and he's kind of left with a big standstill jump. Can't see the block.
So here's Cross with the high swing cross court. Puts it down. Tough dig there for Bergeron.
Now that time he has the big approach and he has a high contact. He's got really anywhere to swing.
So 15-10 right now for Camosun. And Bida, the Brazilian player here for Camosun, up to serve. Rolls it in. And they go to Benzil, who turns and puts it down.
Yeah, Benzil just toying with Waterman here. He's gone deep five. Now he waits in the air, sees the block, is taking that away, goes back to one.
He's very versatile in the air, able to switch directions and reading that block. And here he is back to serve. Big spin serve, handled by Bida. Wong with a bump set, and Bowers just saves it over. Free ball here. They go in the middle for goal, and he puts it out of bounds. So point Chargers.
Too bad there, Groh. Getting his first set of the game, it looks like. Just doesn't quite get a hold of that one. A little bit of a different target as far as height goes with Groh in the middle.
We'll see if Martin goes right back to him here. Perfect pass. And no, he goes back to Fortin, who's rejected. And the Chargers now showing a bit of their block defense game in the last few points here. They lead 17-11, and Coach Picard calling for the timeout.
Yeah, good timeout here. You see Matt Bowers there, not floating out to the antenna, actually coming a little bit more cross court, setting a very good block for his middle to close to, and as a result, they get the point. You're not always going to win the point, but it gives your defenders great area to defend around. And with a libero like Wong down the line, I'm leaving line all day.
Yes. Roch Picard, le coach de l'année pour la CSC, qui appelle son temps mort ici pour essayer de regrouper les troupes. Le gagnant de ce match, évidemment, se rendra dans la finale nationale demain à 8h, heure du Pacifique, 23h, pardon, 8h, heure du Pacifique, c'est ça, 23h, heure de l'Est. Et le perdant se retrouvera dans une semi-finale de bronze à midi, heure du Pacifique, 15h, heure de l'Est. Players are back. Waterman getting ready to serve here for the Chargers, up 17-11. Here's Waterman. That passes high up, but recovered for Limoilou and a free ball over. Bida handles that one, perfect pass. They go outside to Bowers, who crushes that ball. And nice effort there for Bergeron to try to keep it up.
Excellent dig by Bergeron.
Big smile on his face when he comes up.
He's just always smiling, hey? He just loves it out there, having a great time.
That's what you want from your libero, just sacrificing the body, getting in front of those huge hits.
Yeah, I think I might be turtling in that situation, but he's smiling.
Absolutely, yeah. Here's Waterman. And they go outside here. Almost dug there, but nice shot by Leblanc Martin, going high off the block, finding that 1-6 seam. Smart shot there.
Yeah, you can see Cross just not quite formed in his block. High hands, maybe thinking about helping with the middle, first tempo.
Here's Fortin. Handled by Wong. They go back to Cross with the big approach. And Bergeron taking that one off the left shoulder. Almost kept it up off the net, but that's a tough one. That's a tall order against
Yeah, he's going to have Molten tattooed all over his body by the end of this one here.
A libero's dream for sure. Here's Cross with the float serve. And that one's out of bounds.
Interesting, Cross going to the float serve here. He's been spinning the whole match. Big dynamic spike serve. Might be a little bit of, we got a lead. Let's maybe conserve energy going into the third set.
Voici Leblanc Martin au service. Handled by Bowers. And he goes middle here to Jansen, but it's dug up. Nice job by Limoilou digging that one up. Free ball over. And outside to Bowers. Great dig there by Leblanc Martin. Back to Fortin, who's rejected by Jansen. And a huge celebration for Camosun. Big energy play there.
Jansen fired up. Couple phenomenal digs for the Titans. One on Jansen, one on Bowers.
Here's Bowers with the float serve. Him as well. And he gets the ace off the float serve.
Little game ball touch for the camera crew here.
And we see a substitution here. Substitution pour Limoilou. Numéro 14, Alexandre Marquis. Un attaquant de Rimouski qui rentre. Trying to change things up a bit on the pass here. And interestingly, Bowers goes for the spin. They go back to Fortin. Finds a gap in the block and gets the kill for Limoilou.
Yeah, interesting choice for Bowers. Maybe they're just trying to keep Limoilou out of rhythm, kind of guessing what's coming next. He gets an ace with his float serve and then decides to go to the spin serve on the next ball.
Here's Girard. Good serve there, handled by Bowers. Go outside to Bida, crushes it off the top of the block. And out of bounds. Good kill there for Bida.
A great high swing. Absolutely fantastic touch by Fortin down the line.
And we see a sub here coming in for the Chargers.
Morgan Humphreys, service sub. You saw him last night. Lefty here, had a couple great digs.
We'll see what he can do here. Here's Humphreys. Good serve, nice and deep. Kind of eats up Bergeron with the serve, and the crowd going wild, cheering on the serving sub.
Yeah, almost a little jumbo serve, rainbow, puts it high and deep.
That's such a tough spot to be in, coming off the bench cold and these high pressure situations. You know, you've got all this crowd watching, and look at that, putting a good serve in. But nice pass here for Limoilou. Go back to Fortin, who crushes that ball down the line.
Great swing by Fortin. But Humphreys doing his job, getting that 1 point. I know you had a couple of big serves for us back in the day, Duval. Not an easy position to be in.
Here's Martin. Trouble pass here. Let's see Bida off the net, still goes for a big swing. Nice pass by Bergeron. And they go back to tip shot by Martin. Nice recovery there by Bowers. And the block stuff by Waterman, who's absolutely fired up. Some tremendous play here.
A little bit of a guessing game for Waterman in the middle. He guessed right in that one, and he's pumped.
And we're here, the second set point for the Chargers, 24-15. Ramping to serve. And here is Fortin, the big dig by Bowers. Bida with the swing, and it goes off Martin and into the crowd, and the Chargers take this second set with some strong play from the middle and their outsides. We've got here in the second set, Jeremy Finn, captain for the Chargers in their gold medal pursuit at the CCAA National Championships in 2015. He'll be talking to Dave here in the intermission.
There's a number of partners that sponsor CCNA activities. We'd like to take this moment to recognize them for this event.
Well, thanks here for coming. Now we got a man who needs no introduction around these parts, former captain Jeremy Finn here. Thanks for coming, Jeremy. We just wanted to have you in and ask you a couple questions. Jeremy played with the Chargers for 5 seasons. His last match in this gym saw him bring home the provincial championship banner against the Douglas Royals 3-1. And his last match of his career was in PEI, where he took down the Cégep de Limoilou Titans in 5 sets and on his birthday. A pretty good birthday present for you that year, Jeremy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want to say thanks to Gabe and yourself for having me out here, and to the whole athletic department here at Camosun. What a great event so far.
So can you tell us more about the athletic department here, about the school, the team? What made it a memorable experience for you?
I mean, putting 5 years in at a college program, I think out here on the island was not a super a common occurrence. And there's a couple of guys that made a serious commitment to the program, to the coaching staff, and it just makes all the difference when you have the support in the crowd and behind you. You know, people want to stay and do well.
Of course, a storybook ending for Parkinson's career, his tenure here with the Chargers. Can you talk a little bit about what he did, how he impacted your life as a mentor for you over those 5 years?
Wow. Charles is one of those people that treats you with respect, no matter your age, no matter where you're coming from, and you give it right back to him, and it's just tenfold. He's one of those special people that can shake your hand and change your life. So great dude.
Great, and awesome to see the alumni coming out to support the boys in this championship drive here. How do you think this game's going so far? Anything the boys need to change here?
No, I think it's a high energy game. It's going to be a back and forth battle. Everyone knew it. This is 2 of the top teams in Canada right now, obviously, and it's going to go all night, I think.
Oh, great.
And we're excited.
Thanks for coming in, Jeremy. Keep those boys loud in the crowd, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Parlions à Jeremy Finn, qui était capitaine des Chargers en 2015 lorsqu'ils ont remporté la médaille d'or contre justement les Titans de Limoilou. Donc un peu de rivalité ici entre les Titans et Camosun. Et c'était Jeremy qui parlait de l'impact du coach Charles Parkinson sur le programme des Chargers. And so we're back here getting ready for this 3rd set action with Ludovic Martin up to serve. Nice pass by Bida. They go outside to Bowers. And he's rejected by the block of Fortin and Belzile.
It's a well-formed wall there. Great press. A little, an odd change here from Coach Parkinson, starting in a different rotation after winning 25-15.
Here's Martin. Nice pass there for Bowers, and he gets it right back. But the double contact, is called against the Chargers.
Great call by the official there. Mravnik a little slow to get his feet to that ball. As a result, he's really rotating on contact, and the ball is not cleanly set.
Coach Picard here, minor adjustment, switching the middles in this set. Belzile now going as middle 2. And up against Cross. Hits that cross court. And the dig unable to stay in, so point Chargers. Here's Bowers at the service line. Puts a good one in. Bergeron with the perfect pass. Outside to Fortin. And great cross-court hit there for Fortin.
Fortin is alive and well in this match. He has not gone away at any point.
We've got some stats here. Interesting difference in hitting. Camosun College hitting a .103 in the first set and a .364 in the second set. So a big difference in the hitting for Camosun between that first set and second set.
A very important set there by Mravnik. Smart play going to Jansen. They need to find a way to keep Belzile honest in the middle because he's just such a presence blocking the outside attackers.
Here's Jansen. Up to serve. Puts one in. Nice pass there by Bergeron. Back to Fortin, who rolls one over. And they go back to Cross on the C-ball attack. And he gets the kill cross court.
And a very rare errant set there by Martin. Fortin having to just roll that ball safely into play. Good work by the Chargers to execute in transition.
So Jansen again up to serve. This one's into the net for Jansen. Point Limoilou. And it's 4-3 for les Titans.
Girard back in the front row. You mentioned the change, putting him now in the M1 position. He is a big body there. 6'4".
Good serve handled by Bowers. They go back to Cross again, who gets a kill. Similar spot to where he killed it last time. And Coach Picard not looking too pleased, wanting his six-pack player there, Giroux, to push over and take that deep cross-court shot.
Little coach's corner going on in the Titans bench here.
Here's Mravnik, the setter. Serves that one over. They go outside. LeBlanc Martin is dug by Bowers. The high set here for Cross, and this one sails out of bounds.
Tough play for Cross there. He's got to go around the setter to find his approach. I like that he's still going for it, but you also got to recognize when the opportunity is not quite there and make a smarter play.
Fortin with the serve. Bowers handles that one. Outside Cross, low set, but it's recovered by the Chargers. They go back to Bida, who goes off the block, and a bit of confusion there by the blocker. It's always tough to know where that ball is when it goes straight up over the block.
Yeah, I always tell my players to look up. There's no need to look down. If the ball's on the ground, doesn't matter. If it's up, play it.
And Bida now back to serve. That one's in the net for Bida. Clearly frustrated at himself for missing that one.
And you can really see that Brazilian passion coming out from Bida. We've seen that a little bit before. Shout out to former setter Vito Macedo, currently in Norway, playing and coaching professionally over there.
And the serve here hits the candy cane, and point Chargers. Here's Waterman, the middle from Victoria, BC, went to Belmont Secondary. And high outside here. And a great dig, hustle play, but put down by Giroux.
Nice touch by Bowers there. That's a tough ball to get up. I'm impressed with his defense so far in this match. It's all over the floor.
Voici Girard au service. Deep float, handled by Bida. They go outside to Bowers, who goes high off the block and dug up. Here they go back to Fortin, who goes off the block and down for Fortin.
Fortin is just fearless out of the back row. Great set there by Martin. Tons of lead, allowing him to be super dynamic into that swing. We've got a battle here.
We do, absolutely. Voici Girard. That serve trickles over, but recovered. They go back to Cross, who pulverizes that ball. I believe straight over the block onto the 3-meter line.
Little smile there from Giroux, the outside blocker, blocking in that situation. Going up against a guy like Cross, especially as a 6-footer, you know he's gonna get his points.
And here he is, back to serve. Puts one in, Bergeron. Trouble pass here, but they go back to Fortin. Takes a long, a good dig there, but Chargers on the net.
Coach Parkinson asking which number. Looked like it was Jansen.
Mark Williamson making that call. He's from Ottawa. Here's Martin with a big serve. Cross. Takes it high up and puts it down.
Another smart set there. Really, you don't have to do anything flashy at times if you're the Chargers. Put that ball up and let Jerome Cross hit it. 12'2".
Spike touch, absolutely. Here's Bowers. Rolls that one in. Tough one to handle there. Bergeron takes that second one out to Fortin, who tips it over. And tough one to recover there for the Chargers. Smart shot by Fortin, who's we're used to seeing coming in with so much power and then changes it up once in a while. Throws in a tip.
As the Chargers who are asking now to get some sweat wiped up with the towel here, they really got to dig that ball. Wasn't very well disguised, like super dynamic or big arm action or anything like that. Plus, he's got to go over 6'7" and 6'6". That tip's got to go decently high. It should give your defense lots of time to get there.
So a little bit of a delay here as we're wiping down this sport court.
Intentional delay, or you think there's actually some sweat on the court there?
A bit of both, maybe.
Oops, I missed the spot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's see if we can ice the server here. But that's Giroux back to serve. And he puts it in. Bowers with the pass. They go back to Cross. He's way up there. And puts the kill down the line. Puts it down on the line, I should say.
Good choices from Cross here. A lot going into that 5-6 or true 5. Trying to keep the ball away from Belzile, the big middle, who's just been a force at the net.
Jansen with the serve. Into the net, that one for Jansen. Limoilou up 11-9 in this third set. Limoilou winning the first set. And Chargers coming back and winning the second set. Here's Belzile. Handled by Bida. And he gets it right back. Cross-court shot. Hitting at the middle blocker, Belzile. Smart swing there for Bida.
Just the intelligence factor for Bida, that Brazilian. Just knowing where that middle is, and I want to try to swing at him.
Mravnik to serve the setter. Good serve here from Mravnik. Passes off the net. They go outside here, and it's recovered by Limoilou. Outside again, LeBlanc Martin gets rejected here. Big block by the Chargers. Jerome Cross and Douglas Waterman combining for a block here.
And you see that typically over the course of the match. These big jumpers for Limoilou are harder to time for the big blockers of Camosun. Might be finding it.
Mravnik with the serve. Pass off the net again. And they go back to Fortin. Nice set there, but tip over. Wong takes that second ball. And Cross with the roll, but Limoilou on the net.
Maybe trying to do a little bit too much if you're the blockers. Desperation mode anytime Cross is up there swinging. Guilty of a net violation on a ball he actually safely rolled over.
So Mravnik with his third serve in a row here. Puts that one deep. And outside is LeBlanc Martin. Off the block and out.
Smart swing by LeBlanc Martin, knowing how to use that big block. It can be something that really gets in your head, or it can be something that you can really use to your advantage. Cross needs to form his block a little bit earlier to counter that.
Fortin au service. Bon service pour Fortin. Wong handles that one. And it's high, tight, and Cross just goes right over, but called on the net. Cross is called on the net here.
Oh, wow.
And the Chargers aren't too happy about that one. They believe the ball was down first.
And they got to be careful here. Only the captain can talk with the officials.
The officials.
The crowd not liking it. Argument from Coach Parkinson here is that the ball was down before the violation occurred. Therefore, the play has been completed. Good work by Bowers to kind of control his guys. Say, hey, next play.
And so we continue here. Les Titans up 13-12 here with Fortin up to serve. Wong with the pass. They go back out to Cross, who is rejected. That's Ludovic Martin and Girard combining for the block.
A little bit of a lower set there by Mravnik. Cross not able to use his full height on that one. You knew he was going back to him in that situation,
Absolutely,
though.
yeah. Here's Fortin again. We'll see where they go here. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, they go middle to Waterman. And nice recovery there for Limoilou, and they recycle it here. Back to Fortin. Takes a good chew at it, but dug up by Mravnik. And Bida goes up, tips it off the block, and recovered by Bergeron. Back to Fortin again, takes a big leap. Dug up by Wong. And Cross goes sprawling into the scores table here, unable to keep it up.
Great effort by Wong and Cross there in pursuit. Excellent defense and transition attacking from the Titans, though.
And we see Coach Parkinson here calling a timeout. Waterman up, arguing that there was possibly a lift call there in the last point. However, it is the Titans up 15-12 in this third set. Donc les Titans qui mènent 15-12 dans ce troisième set. Un peu de controverse au filet. Plus tôt, il y a environ 3 points. Cross qui était monté et attaqué, mais appelé au filet. Les Chargers croyaient que la balle avait touché le plancher en premier, mais n'ont pas eu l'appel des arbitres. Et donc, les Titans maintenant qui continuent leur jeu fort et qui mènent 15-12 dans ce troisième set.
Very important for the Chargers to manage this. They feel like they've been wronged a little bit by the officials, but they still need to play. Nothing they can do about it now, but focus on their next play. Good timeout call by Coach Parkinson, hopefully settling his boys down a little bit. There's lots of volleyball to be played in this set and in this match.
Au service, voici Nicolas Fortin, attaquant de Clermont. Good serve there. Wong handles that one. Then they go up to Bida. Goes off the block and into the crowd. Powerful swing there for Bida.
A great reception there by Wong to handle that bullet of a serve. Fortin is just playing lights out right now.
Bida trying to catch
the
team off guard, and he catches it. I've seen him do that a few times this season.
It's a little quick serve. He normally
ready.
Tosses a big spin serve and takes a big swing. Maybe he knows Limoulou's not quite ready yet.
Absolutely, yeah. And here he goes. Float serve again. And it's up. Outside here, the block, but it's recovered. And back to Fortin, who tips it over. Wong with the recovery. Back to Cross here. Goes high. And nice dick there for Fortin. And that ball here, double contact called on Limoilou. And so the Chargers take that point.
A little bit of help from the crowd there. You can see some of the fans getting on Limoilou here.
Beat out with the serve. Going after Bergeron, the libero here in position 1. And a huge block, one-on-one for Cross. Dropping that left arm, taking that cross-court away. And Orpicard calling a timeout as the Chargers take the lead 16-15 in this third set.
Now you do some officiating, Gabe. At times you kind of hope that those controversial calls don't come into play. Whether you were correct or incorrect, you kind of hope that maybe the team that feels they were wrong kind of comes out on top and makes it so that it's a moot point.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as an official, you call what you see, and you have to stay true to those calls. And that being said, you know, whether it's a good call or a bad call, with this quality of refereeing that we have here, it won't happen often. And you know, it's just 1 point, and good teams will be able to bounce back, and hopefully, you know, it won't affect the play too much. So.
And if you're Coach Picard talking to Martin right now, what are you talking about?
Well, right now I think just to keep steady, trying to mix up the offense. We haven't seen him go in the middle too much in the last few points, and so maybe trying to re-establish that middle presence a little bit. But mainly, Martin is the emotional leader on the court. I mean, he's the setter and he's the veteran, so just keep his boys into the match. And here's Bida with the serve. Bergeron passes that one up, goes back to Fortin. And the kill is good for Fortin.
Big points. The Titans look to go to Fortin, rather front row or back row. Great swing, lots coming cross for him.
Leblanc-Martin au service. Float serve here. Handled by Wong. Tight pass. They go outside to Bowers, who is rejected by the block of Martin and Girard.
And Bowers so big, so physical up there, but he gets guilty at times of trying to go straight down into that seam. Martin, crafty blocker, drops that angle. Little show and take.
The serve here, handled by Bida. Outside to Bowers, to go right back to him. And that one is a high swing there. Puts it down in that 1-6 seam.
And a nice repeat set by Mravnik there. Showing trust in his players. Hey, you might have got blocked that last time, but I trust you this next time around. And Bowers rewards his setter for the trust.
Waterman, the middle blocker. That deep float serve. And it's passed up. Back to Fortin. And it's dug up by Mravnik. Cross with a big swing off the shoulder of Fortin. And point Chargers, so they're now up 18-17 in this third set.
Great dig by Mravnik there in position one. He got guilty of being a little too swingy on that last one. This one's he's stable, square, makes the dig.
Waterman with the serve. Tight pass here, but great set by Ludovic Martin, saving that ball. He's a lefty, but saving that ball with his right hand, getting it up to Girard for the kill. So we've seen the sub before. Le substitut numéro 2.
The serve.
Nicolas Doucet de Fredericton, Nouveau-Brunswick. And Doucet with the serve. Bowers passes that one. They go back to cross. And nice cover there from Bida. And play continues. Outside to Bowers, who kills it. That 1-6 seam again working well for Bowers.
Another very high swing. He learned his lesson from that one that he got blocked by Martin. Next two swings very high. Very difficult to contain that high heat.
So here's Cross with the float serve. Good pass, perfect pass here. Go high to Belzile, but he's stuffed. And they go back to Fortin. Roll shot is dug up by Bida. Back row to Cross, who puts that one down. Cross on the back row, I mean, with his leaping ability, it's almost like a front row attack at times, especially when that set is pushed way in front.
Coach Rock Picard consulting with his coaching staff. They elect to take their second time out of the set.
Coach Rock Picard qui prend son deuxième temps mort du set. Les Chargers qui remontent ici et mènent 20-18 dans ce troisième set. On parlait tantôt Matt Bowers des Camosun qui s'est fait bloquer une fois, des fois coupable d'essayer de planter la balle, vraiment planter la balle et attaquer le bloc, et maintenant qui attaque plus haut et a plus de succès. Donc c'est bon pour Matt. Et du côté des Titans, c'est d'essayer de retrouver leur tempo ici avec leur défense. Ça commence avec leur bloc, leur gros bloc. Et ensuite, on espère que la défense va être capable de remonter les attaques de Camosun.
We got a bit of a battle forming here with Fortin and Cross, the two right side players, both getting a lot of volumes for their team. And both currently in the back row. Look for some C-ball volume.
So here's Cross with the serve.
Ooh. Titans almost out of rotation.
But they fix it, and good pass here. They go back to Fortin, who tips it over, and out of bounds. Oh, and it's called
overrule.
In, but overruled by the head referee. And Limoilou not happy about that, but the head referee making a confident call.
And a legitimate argument here from Coach Picard. The ball isn't hit at light speed. It's actually tipped. It's very slow. The linesperson down the line there has a great view straight ahead, whereas the up official has a bit of a tougher view.
That being said, she also has time to see that ball, and so
yeah, at the end of the day, it's her call. And a quick serve from Cross.
Trying to catch this Limoilou team off guard, but good pass here. And it goes up to Girard, goes off the block, dig by Bida. Outside for Bowers. Goes that, again, that 1-6 seam. Working really well for Bowers.
Smart. High at Martin, the smaller blocker. One of the best setters in this tournament, but still a bit of a blocking liability if you're swinging high.
Here's Cross. Tight pass here. The save and a carry call for Martin. That pass fired very tight, very quick and tight. Really hard to handle for a setter.
And it's great to have a lefty setter for that offense, that turn and burn, but it also makes his one-handed setting ability with his right hand perhaps a little bit compromised.
Donc, Alexandre Marquis, l'attaquant de Rimouski qui rentre pour le Blanc Martin. Rentrant pour passer ici. Trying to change things up here at the pass. We've got Marquis here. Cross with the serve. Goes after Girard. Pass to Belzile. Dug up by Bida. Outside to Bowers, who crushes that one cross court that time. The block maybe going a little bit too far outside. Expecting that 1-6 seam.
Taking a little bit more line. Belzile trying to maybe reach over his setter to take that line away. And smart mix-up by Bowers there, hitting the angle this time.
And we're here, set point for the Chargers. 24-18, cross with the serve. Goes after Girard. Back to Fortin, big lead. Lots of lead on that set. Great swing by Fortin.
An excellent set, great swing. Fortin now coming to the front row. This set is not over. We have perhaps the best server in the tournament at the service line now. Looking to bring his club back in this one.
Voici Martin, big serve, Bida gets that one up. There you go, high for Bowers, who tips it over. Nicely recovered by Martin. Outside for Giroud. Blocked but recovered. And here's Fortin, gets a chew at it. No touch from the Chargers, and they take this third set, 25-19, and lead this match 2-1.
Good work by the Chargers, believe down 15-12 after that controversial call. They work their way through it, and in the end they get a couple nice overrules and calls from the officials.
Things usually even out during the match. I mean, not that referees are trying to make up calls or anything like that, but you know, things.
It all works out in the wash.
Yeah, exactly. Things usually work out.
So if you're Coach Rock Picard here, you switch your middles back now. Put Belzile in the M1 position, front row with the setter for 2 of the 3 rotations.
I think we might see that happen. They've had success in that first set. And we're gonna roll here. We're gonna take a short break actually, and we'll be back for this 4th set action.
Natsumat means actually one heart and one mind are walking together on this earth. So it's a very important word, and it's a word that we use quite often in our ceremonies when you talk about family and the importance of family.
Welcome back, folks, for this 4th set of the 2nd semifinals of the night between the Camosun Chargers and the Titans de Limoilou. Bienvenue à tous à cette deuxième semi-finale entre les Titans de Limoilou et les Chargers de Camosun. Les Titans qui ont gagné le premier set et les Chargers qui ont rebondi et gagné les 2 prochains sets. The Titans winning that first set and the Chargers winning the next 2 sets. And here this important 4th set coming up here.
And lots of volleyball still to be played here. The hardest set to win is always the deciding one for the Chargers. And you know the Titans have been here before. They're not going to let this one slip away without a fight.
And Waterman here to start to open this 4th set. Deep serve, trouble pass here. Bergeron with the out-of-system set, and Bidar recovers. Back to cross, set a little bit low, but he goes high. Nice dig there in the back row. Fortin takes a swing at it, and they go high for Bowers. And that deep tip handled by Bergeron. Back again to Fortin. Nice dig by Mravnik, the setter, and cross with the roll shot. Good rally so far here. Fortin into the net. Uncharacteristic mistake there for Fortin.
A little tough set there. He had a few in transition. They're asking a lot of Fortin right now, and he's a smaller player. He's having to really, really work hard to jump each and every time.
Here's Waterman with the serve. Going after Girard. And back again to Fortin. Mravnik with another big dig. And Waterman with the set. Here's Girard with the transition set, rolled over by Fortin. Waterman again with the set. And great recovery, got to go over. Cross with the roll shot. Fortin again. And this time he finds the court for a kill.
Couple nice sets from middle Douglas Waterman there. Great patience by the Titans at a system, working and ending up winning that rally, swinging at the middle player.
Ludovic Martin au service. Got a big cannon of a serve and goes right at Wong, who's an excellent passer. And cross pulverizes that ball. Nice try by Bergeron, getting 2 hands on that one, but that's
really
tough.
well dug by Bergeron. Once again, I think I'm running for the stands when I see Cross coming in hard like that. Great dig to stand in there, almost keeps it alive.
And who else but Cross back at the service line with the float serve. And passed up here, outside. Fortin, and they recover. Fortin again, tips it this time. Bowers with the dig. Mravnik scrambling. Wong almost saves it. That's a tough play though for the Chargers.
Very scrambly there. You see another hurdle by Mravnik. Great coverage on the Titans side. That was a big one-on-one block for Maverick that they dug. Excellent defense and coverage there.
The serve here. Perfect pass, and they go middle to Jansen, but he puts it out.
A little bit of life for the Titans here. They're trying to urge each other on, get a little energy and a momentum.
Giroux with the serve. And Bowers gets it back. And off Giroux, but high in the air, so recoverable here. And free ball for the Chargers. And they go back to Cross, who puts it long on that shot. So uncharacteristic mistake for Cross there from the back row. Point Titan.
Great defensive positioning from the Titans. Got to be tempting to reach out and try to touch that ball. But knowing where you're on the court, very important.
Giroux with a deep serve handled by Bowers. And he gets it right back. And hits it off the antenna. So a few errors here early in the set for the Chargers. And they're taking an extra long huddle here, trying to regroup.
And Chargers getting a little predictable here. You can tell they're either kind of going to Cross or Bowers, front row left side.
Again to Cross. Goes high off hands and out of bounds.
Look, yeah, Jansen making that last hitting error. Mravik looks like he's a little tentative to go back to the middle.
Here's the left side, Bowers from Milton, Ontario. Takes a true on that one. Tight pass, safe there. Good discipline. And Mravnik, the setter, will get a swing at it. And they go back row to Girard. It's dug up nicely by Wong. And Vida gets a swing at it, but he's blocked there, and Wong urging his teammates to cover after the hit.
Yeah, Cross looks like he was expecting that C-ball set. Was not in a good position to cover that ball for his attacker Vida. Good start for Limoilou here.
And a big serve there for Belzile, the fourth-year veteran. Also an emotional leader for this team. And Coach Parkinson calls his first timeout. Score 7-3 for the Titans.
Good timeout by Coach Parkinson. You can feel the energy starting to shift to the Titans side here. Serving freely from the service line. Trying to slow down that rhythm a little bit. Trying to urge his players on. Getting pretty emotional, passionate, animated here in the huddle is Coach Parkinson.
Les Titans avec rien à perdre dans ce set et qui semblent jouer plus relax, plus composés, prennent des risques de la ligne de service et sont récompensés. Ils mènent 7-3 dans ce quatrième set. Both teams regrouping here. Players head onto the court.
Lots of games still left in this set. Chargers still want to turn this one around and end it in 4. Limoilou looking to push it to 5.
Voici Étienne Belzile au service. L'attaquant de Fermont. That's a good pass here. Go back to Jansen, who puts it down. Nice to see that middle presence for Camosun.
A nice run there by Mravnik. He's front row, so running his middle, Jansen behind there. Causes a blocker switch, opens up some court.
Jansen with the serve. This one's into the net for Jansen. He's not happy about that.
He's made a few in this match. A couple of his teammates have switched to the float serve and have been successful in doing so. Maybe look to him making that switch going forward in this match.
Voici Fortin au service. Big spin serve, nicely handled by Bowers. And that's set. Double hit there for Mravnik. So again, a few errors creeping into the Camosun game. We'll see how they reset here.
Error caused by some very strong serving, forcing a really high pass with tons of spin. Tough ball to set for anyone.
Here's Fortin.
That
one's dumped over by Mravnik, using his 6'6" height to his advantage there.
Yeah, that ball's down quickly. Nice high contact, good throw down. He'll go back to serve now.
Here's Mac Mravnik with the float serve. Good pass here. They go middle.
Yeah, net touch.
And yeah, net touch for against Camosun, point Titan.
Yeah, Cross guilty there, a little over aggressive. He admits to it, comes clean. No argument from him on that one.
Voici Leblanc Martin au service. And high ball right side there for Vida, who's blocked but recovers his own hit. Cross on the outside. Nicely dug there in the back row by Leblanc Martin. Fortin comes flying out of the back row, C-ball, and puts it down for a kill.
And a couple of off-speed attempts there from the Chargers, and really they haven't been successful at all in this match with off-speed. Titans just so mobile, so quick defensively.
Xavier Leblanc Martin au service. L'attaquant de Petit Rocher, Nouveau-Brunswick. Good serve there. Outside to Cross. And that one's blocked. Wong recovers that. Outside again to Cross. And that one's put to the ground. Impressive shot there from Cross. Didn't have much of an approach, but able to generate a lot of power.
Yeah, still swinging high. Nice coverage by Wong there.
There's Vida with the float serve. That one's into the net.
Coach Parkinson not happy. Couple float serving errors. Bita's shaking his head. He's got to shake it off.
We've got a sub here in substitution pour Limoilou, Nicolas Doucet.
Coach Picard using him early in this one,
Doucet,
hoping to roll with the momentum while they can.
the first-year player here, puts the serve over. Good pass, though, by Bowers. And he gets the ball right back and pumps it straight down.
That's big. Excellent pass there.
We see that replay here. Perfect pass, gets it right back. Nice shot there for Bowers. Here's Waterman to serve. That one goes long for Waterman. So once again, a few serving mistakes here for Camosun, especially on the float serve. You don't want those.
Yeah, now the body language is starting to change a little bit for the Chargers here after 2 missed float serves in a row.
And a huge tug at it from Martin. But Chargers recover. High for cross. And that's a tough set there. He's trying to recover it, but tough one there for cross.
Yeah, and just that ball control a little bit at times for the Chargers breaks down. Rarely happens on the Titans side. Such skilled players, almost everything is swingable.
Here's Martin, another big serve. They go back again to Cross, who goes high above the block and puts it down for a kill. We'll see, maybe on this replay here. Or later on, I'm sure we'll see this hit again. Here's Cross, back to serve. And nice set there. Fortin rolls it over. And they go back again to Cross. From the C ball, that one's out of bounds for Cross. Coach Parkinson here talking to his setter, Mac Mravnik. And les Titans opening up a nice lead here, 15-8 in this 4th set. Outside to Bowers, goes high off the block and puts it down for a kill. You can see Giroux going across, trying to take that 1-6 seam that Bowers has been hitting at all night, but that time, Bowers finding the cross court.
Yeah, Fortin wanted that one blocking. Upset with himself that he didn't.
Giroux with a hit, slowed down by Camosun. Outside for Bita, goes high off the block, gets the kill, and he's fired up.
Yeah, Bita's pumped. He's been pretty quiet this match so far. It's a bit of a reversal of last night. Bowers had a tough match and Bita was on fire.
Good serve from Bowers. Nicely passed there. Fortin from the back, big dig by Cross. And the set here right back to Cross, who rolls it over. Dig by Martin. Fortin gets the hit here. Dig by Cross. Ravnik outside to Bita. That's a tight set and blocked straight down by Belzile.
Belzile just a monster up there. He's pits over. Great press. Not a lot of daylight for Bita there. Maybe try to go to a high reset. Something to keep the play alive rather than the glory kill. As Coach Parkinson always says when he's doing his commentating, you can't hit through bone.
Absolutely, a classic Charles Parkinson quote there. Here's Belzile with the tough serve. Wong handles that one, and the dump over by Mravnik scores.
Love it, what a chase. All smiles coming up. Giroux, captain, going for a little scissor kick action there. Let's see the replay.
This Limoilou team certainly known for their energy and hustle. Chargers able to bring it into 5 points here, 11-16. Jansen with the serve. And he finds the court. Bit of a miss hit there for Jansen, but...
Yeah, and Coach Parkinson using a sub, not liking that contact.
That's Morgan Humphreys coming in. He's a second-year player from Victoria, went to Reynolds Secondary. And he's coming in to serve here. Here's Morgan. Deep serve. Nice serve there. And high for Giroux. And who's blocked up. A nice chase down. High again. Sorry, that's LeBlanc Martin who gets the kill off the block.
Great second swing there for Captain LeBlanc Martin. And you can see libero Bergeron struggling a little bit with those deep float serves. Doesn't look like he wants to pass with his hands, so he's trying to backpedal and use his forearms.
Fortin, a bit of a float spin serve there. And oh, nice set there by Wong. The dump over, recovered.
Can't hit that.
No, and free ball comes over. The tip shot is recovered by the Chargers. They'll go up the cross, rolls it deep, and able to score with that kind of low, fast set.
Yeah, a very rare off-speed shot, scoring on the Titans there. 3 rules of real estate though: location, location, location. Puts it deep in the corner.
Here's Mravnik, the setter for this Chargers team. Bergeron, nice pass. And it's recovered here by the Chargers. Cross gets a swing at it. Goes deep again. Martin back to this hitter here. And Bida off the block. Dug up by Giroux. To Fortin, who's rejected by the Camosun block. Cutting the Teton lead down to 3 as they trail 14-17 in this 4th set. And Huck Picard wants to talk it over. He calls a timeout.
Excellent team blocking there by the Chargers. Great block by Bida. And you see Fortin, how many times has he jumped in this match? He's having to be so dynamic and jump so high, so aggressively every time to be able to play at the level of these taller players.
Absolutely.
Does that tend to wear on you over the course of a match?
For sure, absolutely, yeah. Those small, I mean, he's tremendous, very dynamic, tremendous energy, but over the course of this very physical match, it's certain that this high volume will wear him down a little bit. So we'll see if Ludovic Martin elects to go back to Fortin quite as much, but I mean, he's been solid for them.
Oh, he's been great, consistent, unbelievable.
Solid, yeah. It's tough for Martin not to go to him.
Yeah. Yeah, feed the hot hand. Well, it's still going for sure. And the same thing on the Chargers side from Cross. He's obviously a bigger player, but he's still jumping very high every time. And you see a lot of teams these days using a jump tracker to track how many jumps players do in a practice or in a match, trying to calculate that point when it's too many jumps, and then you're at risk of injury.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think we're going to see any subs from either of those guys, though, regardless of how many jumps they do.
No. They're going to leave it out on the floor. Here's Mravnik with the serve. And it's passed up here. Goes back to Fortin, who tips it over. Nicely handled by Wong. Outside to Bida, who gets the kill cross court, and the Chargers are fired up. This gym here is very loud today.
Yeah, you can see the presence of Cross there. Girard leaning a little bit toward Cross's side, opening up the cross-court swing for Bida on the left.
Mravnik here with the serve. Aims at position 1 again. Perfect pass. They go back row, but it's blocked. Recovered by les Titans. Blocked again, but nice recovery.
Dump.
And dump.
That's good. That's live. That's live.
Still live. Still live.
Nope. Play.
And there's
So
Bida.
it is not 4 contacts. It was a second contact swing by the setter into the tape, and then they played the ball over. So that was the 3rd contact.
Still good.
They
absolutely.
need to keep playing. They got really lucky in that situation.
For sure, yeah. Parkinson appealing for 4 hits, but as you say, Dave, that was the 2nd hit, so they could still play it. Here's Mravnik. And perfect pass there. They go outside. And the block there. But they call a carry on that dig. It did seem to roll off. That was Giroux. Kind of hit his face and roll off his arms.
Yeah, I missed that one.
And it's so loud in this gym, it's hard to hear the referee's whistle, actually.
Yeah, she had to blow it a few times there. The crowd's really getting into this one as the Chargers have come back to tie it at 17-all. And now we got a game to 8.
Exciting play here.
And if you're the Titans, is your confidence faltering a little bit? You had all the control in this set, and now you've squandered it.
But they're a veteran team. I mean, this team's used to tough matches. They play in a tough conference in the RSEQ. Obviously, play teams like the Saint Jean géants that we've seen at this tournament, doing very well. And they've got experience at these national championships. Once again, the last 3 times, they've earned a silver medal and looking forward. They want to get back to that national gold medal match. But the Chargers making it tough on them, playing with a lot of passion in front of this home crowd.
And the key word there is really earned. I know it's tough because the silver medal is the only one you lose to earn, but just to get in that silver medal, that championship match 3 years in a row, absolutely incredible by the Titans and Coach Picard. Very deserving of his Coach of the Year award.
The crowd is excited here. We're all tied up at 17-all. This 4th set, Chargers leading 2-1. Here's Mravnik. Floats it deep. Perfect pass here. We go back to Fortin, who gets the kill down the line, sorry.
Fortin with a great swing. Bida electing to go up with Martin, front row setter, choosing to block that and compromising a little bit his block out to the C-ball.
On a parlé un peu plus tôt. Nicolas Fortin qui reçoit beaucoup de volume dans ce match. Et joueur plus petit un peu, qui reçoit beaucoup de volume et plus fatigué, mais on voit qu'il a encore beaucoup d'énergie. That was Cross there with the big kill. 18-all.
Cross has played a lot of left side in his career. So normally right side player spins right side with the exception of that rotation. And they don't mind having him out there.
Here's Bida. Deep float serve. Nicely handled there. Back to Fortin. Nice take by Mravnik. Unable to save it though is Bowers. Trying to climb the ladder to save that one. Good point here for Limoilou. They're settling down here after the run from Camosun.
Libero Wong looks like he's hurt his left ankle a little bit. Coming up grimacing after that play.
Girard with the serve, going after Wong. Here's Cross with the high swing. Nicely dug there in the back row. And forced to send a free ball over. We'll see what they do here. Tight pass, back set. And Cross puts it over, nicely handled there by Limoilou. And the kill again for Fortin in the back row. 2018,
and just a little tight there. Bida's free ball pass from Mravnik. Like to see Wong step in and take that free ball. Normally he will do that. Maybe something to do with the ankle injury there.
Girard au service. Bida passes that one up. They go outside to Bowers, who crushes that one cross court. Really see the offensive firepower of Camosun on display here. Spencer Jentz in the middle coming back in.
Reversing that sub. You saw in our bronze quarterfinal earlier, VIU Mariners guilty of not reversing that sub. Getting called out of rotation on an absolute smash by Braden Brower on the left side in the 33.
Here's Waterman. Deep serve. Passes off the net. And Girard gets blocked, but nice recycle there for Limoilou. Back to Fortin. And the tip is dug by Cross. They go outside to Bowers, who rolls it over. Nice disguise, but well dug there by Girard. And the tip there is dug by Mravnik. Tough save, nice save there for Bowers. And a free ball over for les Titans. They go middle to Benzin, who puts it down.
Yeah, and a missed opportunity there for the Chargers. A free ball that they end up having to give a free ball back. Titans make no mistake. Belzile putting that ball down with authority. And he is pumped. He wants this match to go 5 right now.
Here's Martin, the big server, back on the line. Rips into one. Wong gets it up. And that's a tough set there. And it goes out of bounds. And Trost Parkinson is calling a timeout here. Trying to regroup his team.
Yeah, big serve by Martin. You see Titans lineups are now getting stronger as you go forward here. Martin, the smallest blocker now in the back row, also an amazing server and defender. And all of a sudden, they've got 3 front row attackers. One of them, the big middle, Belzile. And he's going to get a lot of volume if they get a pass that they can set him on.
For sure, that Martin to Belzile connection has been working well in the last 4 years. Their experience playing together.
Yeah, they were there in PEI in their first silver medal of 3.
If you're Coach Parkinson here, down by 3 points late in this fourth set, what are you saying to your group here? Is it more tactical, mental, or strategical?
Well, I think the focus right now is just on controlling this serve for Martin. He's going to bring a lot of heat. Really just look for a two-pass. So I think everyone knows they're not really going to their middle in this situation. They just want a quality set either to Bowers or cross. So let's just dig this serve, put it up middle of the court, run one of those two options. And then we're 20-22 down. Let's just make it interesting, boys.
Here's Martin. Voici Martin au service. Rips into one. Vida handles that. Goes outside to Bowers. He goes high. Nice dig there. But free ball over for Camosun. Go back to cross. He goes high into the net and unable to recover are the Limoilou. Great couple of digs there though for Libero. William Bergeron, a second-year player from Clermont.
You gotta love that, the energy by Limoilou. They lose the point, but they're still all smile. They're so positive all the time.
Here's Cross with the serve. Goes to position one. And outside here is Fortin. And they're unable to dig it up, the Chargers. So nice shot there for Fortin.
Yeah, you see as the Titans get stronger each rotation here, Chargers get a little bit weaker. Cross now in the back row. This is their weakest rotation of the 6.
Voici Giroud au service. And outside Bowers. And nice recovery there for Limoilou. Free ball here for the Chargers. Outside, Bowers. And this one he puts down. 21-23, Titan leading by 2 late in this fourth set.
And Mravnik, I know it's late, but he's still got to show a little bit of trust in his middles here.
Bowers going for a quick serve. They go into Benzil and he gets the kill. That connection again working well for the Titan.
Chargers happy to see him now go to the back row to serve.
Voici Etienne Benzil au service. 7 points pour les Titans. And that one goes out for Benzil, and the crowd erupts here. Happy to see that ball.
Oh, what a smile by Belzil, though.
Yeah, staying positive, as you say.
He knows he's got the green light there. Yeah. He's got a chance from the service line to finish the set and send it to 5. He's going all out on that one.
Here's Jansen with the serve. He's going for the spin. And that one sails long for Jansen, and we're going to a 5th set.
Yeah, now, unfortunately, Coach Parkinson had already used the serving sub for Jansen, who's now missed probably about 5 serves in this match. And we're all tied up at 2-all, just exactly what the crowd wants. Great volleyball here going to a 5th set.
Promises to be very exciting here. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for this 5th and final set.
When I know that this is happening, I like almost cried a little. Yeah, it's a great opportunity for all students because final week is always really stressful, and this definitely helps with de-stressing.
They're very sweet, very relaxed. It's nice with exams coming up, and everything's piling up, so it's easy to get stressed. But yeah, definitely hanging out with animals is very cool.
Bienvenue à ce 5e set décisif de la deuxième semi-finale du tournoi présenté par l'ACSC, le tournoi national entre les Titans de Limoilou et les Camosun Chargers. Welcome back, folks, to Victoria, BC in the second semi-final matchup between the Titans de Limoilou, the #1 seed of this tournament, and the Camosun Chargers, the hosts, the #4 seed. We are heading to a 5th and final set to determine who will fight for gold tomorrow against the Fanshawe Falcons, who already booked their ticket last match.
And not the first time in a 5th set for Coach Parkinson in a national semi-final. 3 years ago, beating Red Deer 16-14 in the 5th. Next year, losing to Red Deer in the 5th, who went on to beat Limoilou in the final 3-0. He's been here before. Let's see if he can calm his troops a little bit. You know the Titans have also been here time and time again. They're a bunch of gamers. They know what it takes to get to that championship match. We've seen it.
Voici Ludovic Martin au service. And rips into one. Wong handles that one. And they go high to cross. He goes high over the block and gets the kill. Camosun with the first point.
And that's a very important side out with Martin serving. You don't want to let him go on a run. Tough swing for cross there, a little bit far past the antenna. Great adjustment.
Here's Bida. And he goes for the spin serve. Rips into one. Nice serve.
What a pass.
Great pass, yeah. And Fortin is blocked. Interesting play there. And Benzil able to find the hole there. Nice job. Big middle guy staying with the play there.
And what a pass. That ball was absolutely ripped in the seam. And not only dug, but dimed.
Giroux with the serve. Bowers handles that one. They go back to Cross, who crushes that one down the line, straight over the block. I think I've said that a few times tonight.
That's pretty clean OT there. You see the replay.
No.
That's OT Belzir.
Here's Waterman. Nice pass by Bergeron. They go middle, and Cross gets up there and rejects Benzil.
And great help there by Cross. You know that likely at this point in time they're going back to Fortin or in the middle to Belzil, so he can help out a little bit in that middle. Let's see if Martin recognizes that and sets the left side here.
Waterman serves it in, passes off the net. They go back to Fortin, who's dug up by Mravnik. And that ball is out of bounds. And so point Limoilou. 3-2 for the home team Chargers here early on in this 5th set.
Mravnik feels like he should have had that one. Just got to control that ball a little bit more, try to keep it straight up on their side. Got a high ceiling to work with, just push that ball right up to it.
Absolutely, international height here with the ceiling. Benzil with the serve. That's a tough pass with the hands for Bowers. And we're all tied up at 3.
Yeah, very rare you see a hand pass from a bullet spin serve like that from Belzil. Let's see if Bowers steps back a little bit and tries to take this heat with his forearms.
Voici Benzil au service. That one dips down. Great serve for Benzil. Tough one to handle for Bida there in the back row.
That's great rip. Belzil taking his time back to the service line. Looks like he's starting to feel the fatigue here. Lots of volume jumping wise for him so far in this match.
Voici Benzil. That one, oh, it finds the line for Benzil. Right in the corner.
He's just exhausted, he's gassed. Hunching over, going back to the service line, taking his time.
Voici Benzil. Au service. And puts that one over. They go back to Cross. Goes high off the block. Nice recovery there for Ludovic Martin. And a free ball over for the Chargers. Let's see where they go here. Likes to go in the middle. And nice dig there. Free ball over. And Martin going back to Fortin. Wong chases that one down. Saves it up. And it's tough, that one there in the crowds. Good chase though by the Chargers. Coach Parkinson calling his timeout here after going up 3-1. Now down 6-3.
Yeah,
Thanks
tough
to
little run here.
Yeah, great serving from Belzile.
Belzile, great serving. Yeah, part of you wants to disrupt his rhythm a little bit, but he's showing that fatigue. Maybe you think about not calling your timeout. Hopefully that fatigue will set in and he'll make an error from the service line.
Absolutely.
Giving him a little bit of a rest here.
Belzile qui est dominant en ce moment à la ligne de service. Il semble un peu fatigué. Cette équipe des Titans, Belzile et Fortin en particulier, qui reçoivent tellement de volume, mais qui sont capables de jouer à travers. Et on voit Belzile à la ligne du service, capable de produire des points. Camosun qui menait 3-1 au début de ce set, mais les Titans maintenant capables de gagner 5 points de suite pour mener 6-3, ce qui force Coach Parkinson à appeler un timeout. The players are ready, getting back on the court. It's always in these fifth sets, it's a mini race to 8 and then a final push to 15.
Push to 15.
We'll see here if les Titans can get to 8 first. Important serve here out of the timeout though. See how Belzile is feeling. And he puts it in. Go back to cross. He goes high and able to stuff it in between the block and the net.
Yeah, blockers trying to really reach for height there to slow down that high swing. As a result, opening up a gap between their arms and the net. You'd like to see them seal that net.
And crosses back to serve. Deep float serve, that one sails long for cross. Bit of the nerves maybe.
A good aggressive deep ball. Just trajectory is a little high. Got to keep that ball flat to the net. Coach Picard yelling out instructions to his blockers.
Voici Fortin. Going at Bowers, who gets it back. And that tip shot is dug up. They go outside here. And a roll shot. Bowers tries to tip it over, but he misses wide. And so the Titans first team to 8 points, and they'll switch sides here, 8-4 for the Titans.
And a bit of a reversal here. These teams have played in a fifth set before, national final 3 years ago. Chargers coming out on top in that one, 15-5. Titans already more points than that set here. They're looking to be in control. Mostly from the service line here. They're really, really doing great things from the line.
Absolutely. Les Titans et Camosun, deux programmes habitués de jouer dans ces tournois nationaux. La dernière fois qu'ils se sont joués et que ça s'est rendu en 5-7 était la finale nationale en 2015, remportée par Camosun. Cette fois-ci, par contre, les Titans qui mènent 8-4 au changement de côté. Voici Fortin au service. Puts a big serve in. Perfect pass. They go outside to Bowers, who's recovered here by Wong. Back to Cross, who crushes that block. Great dig by Percheron. And free ball over. Nice job there. Outside to Bowers. Goes high. Smart shot. 116. Great free ball over, I thought, though, for Limoilou, taking Cross out of the
C-ball.
Equation. Yeah.
Bergeron with an absolutely incredible dig.
Yeah, incredible.
You knew he was due for one eventually on Cross.
Here's Bowers. Put some heat into it. Tough pass here. Bump set is high for Fortin. And he finds the gap there. He somehow manages to find a kill on a well-formed block from the Chargers.
Yeah, a lot of deep angle from the C-ball for Fortin. Chargers still looking to be blocking line out there.
Leblanc Martin, the captain, serving. Bowers handles that. Outside to Bida. Goes high off the hands and out. Chargers down by 3 here. 9-6 for the Titans.
And you know he's been in matches like this before, playing volleyball growing up in Brazil, in the pro league down there.
And the substitute here, Morgan Humphreys, coming in, hoping to make an impact here. Nice deep float serve there. Forces the overpass. And play at the net here. They go outside to Bida. Goes high off the block, recovered by Bergeron. And turn and burn here for Ludovic Martin. Interestingly enough, I thought Waterman was going to go up and have a swing on that ball. Chooses to set it up for the free pass, or sorry, for the attack.
Yeah, interesting decision there. He definitely had the chance to. I'd like to see him take charge of that ball, but I think he knows that their game plan is to go to the wings at this point in time.
Nicolas Doucet au service. Bowers passes that one up. They go back to Cross, who goes swinging from the C ball. 10-6, Limoilou.
Nice touch by LeBlanc Martin. Asking now for a towel, wipe up the sweat. Little slug trail there.
That's right. And so Mac Mravnik, the setter for the Chargers offense, going back to serve. Puts this one deep. Nice pass. Go back to Fortin. Nice, great dig by Wong. Up to Bida. And it's recovered. High ball for Bida, who hits it. 3/4 speed. Back to Fortin, who rips into it. Nice dig by Belzile. The tip shot by Martin recovered. And Cross gets a swing at it. Dig up by LeBlanc Martin. Great set there for Fortin, but dug up by Wong. Back again to Cross. And dug again by LeBlanc Martin. Fortin with the swing and hits the block out of bounds. Point Limoilou. Best point so far of the sixth set for both these teams.
Like I said, a little two-man show here. Cross against Fortin. Couple of beautiful against the flow sets by Martin. Setter for Titans there.
Voici Ludovic Martin au service. Rips into one, and Wong can't handle that one. Big heat there from Martin. Parkinson calling his second time out of the set.
Great rip. You know that he's going to go for it. As I said, in the first serve of the game, it was great that the Chargers were able to side him out on the first ball. They need to look to do that now, following the timeout.
Une mini bataille ici dans le match entre Fortin et Cross, les deux attaquants techniques. Et Fortin, qui est très surprenant, a eu beaucoup de volume, je le dis encore dans ce match, et quand même capable de produire des points marquants pour son équipe. Les Titans qui mènent 12-7 dans ce 5e set décisif. Le gagnant, évidemment, qui va jouer pour l'or demain soir contre les Fanshawe Falcons à 8h heure du Pacifique, 23h heure de l'Est. Tandis que le perdant va jouer pour la semi-finale du bronze demain matin à midi heure du Pacifique. The Titans here, they're fired up. 3 points from this win. Chargers body language here. Seeming focused. They want to win or lose. They want to go out swinging. Here's Martin. Nice up here from Wong. Up the Cross. Deep shot dug by Martin. And the swing here off the block is good for Giroux.
What a high hard swing there. Great set out of system, and he just reaches, buries that ball off the fingers.
Ludovic Martin back to serve again. They'll rip into this one here. Bida handles that. And they go outside to Cross, who goes high, but out of bounds for Cross. And this sets up match point for les Titans.
He's got to go for it. He's got to go also high and hard. Just misses by a little bit. What pressure from Martin on the service line here, though. He's just wailing and putting all his weight into these balls. See if he can get one more.
Here's Martin. Wong handles it. High for Cross, who goes up and out of bounds. The Titans winning this epic 5-set thriller match. And they're going on to the national finals tomorrow night. Disappointment here on the Chargers side. This home crowd really hoping to see the Chargers in the national finals.
Yeah, very tough for the Chargers there, but they have a lot of work still to do. They really want to finish this season on a win and win that bronze banner. A great way for Coach Parkinson to end his tenure with a win. They really gave it their all in that match. You get the feeling that maybe could have been the final. Unfortunate that these two teams had to meet in the semis.
And a great match. Match fantastique pour les deux équipes. Limoilou qui obtiennent leur revanche pour leur match en 2015 et se rendent encore une fois en finale nationale. Et on sait quelle couleur ils veulent avoir après avoir eu l'argent 3 années de suite. Ils sont garantis l'argent pour une 4e année de suite, mais je peux vous dire que c'est pas la couleur qu'ils cherchent. Ils vont vouloir l'or demain contre les Falcons de Fanshawe. This wraps up our second day coverage for you. Ceci termine notre jeu pour jour 2 et on va vous revoir demain pour les finales. We'll see you tomorrow for the final day. Ryan Waters will have interviews for you with Roch Picard. Ryan Waters avec des interviews avec Roch Picard.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to pick our players of the match. To present the support, we'd like to welcome the league right off. Your player of the match for the Chargers, number 9, Eduardo Vida.
Welcome back to the CCAA Men's Volleyball Championships, the National Championships. Coach of the Tetons, this is Coach Bill. Coach, congratulations on the victory. Just your thoughts on the victory over the Chargers here.
Well, I'm really happy about the way we fought. We knew it was going to be a really tough match. They played well, especially number 3, but we just hung in there. We were patient because we knew they were going to come hard at us. And so we stick together, we fought, and we won.
Big crowd here tonight as well. How do you take in their energy? Because your guys were fired up. They were hooting, they were hollering. How do you take what the Camosun fans were bringing and use it to your advantage?
Well, we expected that, of course. We saw the game last night they played. The crowd was really into it. But, you know, we want to go, we're good against the grain, you know. Everyone was cheering against us. We're comfortable with that. And we're happy to be in the final tomorrow.
Biggest game so far this season for you guys, was that it?
We didn't play that good. It was really emotional. When it's really emotional, sometimes we don't respect the game plan and we don't play that good. But we played well enough to win. I expect a better game from them tomorrow.
The goal at the beginning of the season was to get to this gold medal game, try to win it. Now you're in it. Your first thoughts of being in this gold medal game and this close to accomplishing your goal?
Yes, exactly. That was our main goal, to get to the final again this year. We lost last 3 finals here, the last 3 years. So tomorrow, for sure, we want to win. And I'm pretty sure we will win because we have a really mature group. They lost finals over the last few years, so we expect a big game tomorrow and we will win it.
All right, Coach, go celebrate. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
The Titans are headed to the gold medal game, and those are fighting words. He says that they will beat the Fanshawe Falcons tomorrow in that gold medal game. You've been watching the 2018 CCAA Volleyball Championships.